And in Donald Trump's criminal trial in New York, a tabloid executive continuing his evidence has detailed helping Mr Trump's 2016 campaign, including a catch and kill scheme to bury negative stories. The former US president is accused of covering up hush money payments ahead of the 2016 election. North America correspondent Barbara Miller was there in court. Barbara, tell us more about this evidence today.
Well, this is the testimony continuing of David Pecker, the former publisher of the National Enquirer tabloid magazine. And he said he agreed to help Donald Trump try and win the 2016 election. And there were a few prongs to the scheme. One, he told the court, was to publish positive stories about Donald Trump. And jurors were shown a few of those headlines. One of them was the claim that were he elected president, Donald Trump would be the healthiest individual ever to hold that office. He also agreed to publish negative stories about Donald Trump's opponents. Again, jurors were shown some headlines there. There were stories about extramarital affairs, love children, about a surgeon doing some botched surgery, one of Donald Trump's rivals at the time. And he agreed to suppress any stories that could potentially damage Donald Trump. And the court heard about one of those allegations. This came from a doorman at Trump Tower, and he alleged that Donald Trump had fathered a child, a daughter, with a maid who worked in the Trump Tower penthouse, and he was looking to sell that story. So David Pecker told the court that he bought the story for $30,000 US, but he wasn't going to publish it, and he would only have published it were it true after the election. Now, this all feeds into the prosecution's case that there was an illegal scheme here to try and interfere with the 2016 election. David Pecker hasn't got to the central claim of the prosecution's case, and that involves those hush money payment to the former adult film star Stormy Daniels. We expect that David Pecker will get to that testimony when court resumes later in the week.
Certainly lots more still to come. The court is also considering whether to sanction Mr Trump, Barbara.
That's right. Donald Trump is subject to a gag order, and he's barred from attacking potential witnesses in the case and the jurors. Now, the prosecution says he's violated that at least 10 times, and they read out to the court various posts that Donald Trump has made on social media, which they say are in violation of the order. Then it was the turn of Donald Trump's lawyer, Todd Blanche, to respond to that. His address to the court was somewhat rambling. He appeared to have difficulty making a coherent argument, and the judge really got increasingly annoyed with him, and that was clear from the way he was speaking to him. It culminated in the judge, Juan Merchan, telling Todd Blanche that he was losing all credibility with the court. So really quite an incredible dressing down there of Donald Trump's lawyer in that hearing. In one of his impromptu press conferences just outside the courtroom, Donald Trump complained about the gag order.
We have a gag order, which to me is totally unconstitutional. I'm not allowed to talk, but people are allowed to talk about me. So they can talk about me, they can say whatever they want, they can lie, but I'm not allowed to say anything. I just have to sit back and look at why a conflicted judge has ordered me to have a gag order.
Now, the prosecution is asking the judge to impose fines on Donald Trump for these violations that they allege, and they want the judge to warn Donald Trump that he could, in theory, face jail time for violating a gag order. The judge has reserved his decision on that matter.